Hello, Ron. Hello. How's it going? Well, my day's been alright. Had a piece of toast. Had a bit of squash. How are you? Welcome back to my question and answer thing. So I've been looking through all these comments, some of which are questions, some of which are statements. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through these again. Let's see. The Mr. Awesome Posome asks, "Can I be in a video with you?" No. When are you starting your next Pokemon walkthrough? Probably when I finish this one. I'm gonna try and get it done soon. I'm Fades asks, "Hey Shane, if a subscriber's a tramp, I came up to you saying, Shane, I'm your biggest fan. Can I hang with you for a bit? I remember he's on the brink of starvation, so you probably feel sorry for him. What do you do?" Probably distance myself. I learned, like, I was a very, trying to help everyone when I was younger and, as a kid, and you just gotta realize sometimes it's not your place to help someone, and you can't help everyone, or else you're just gonna put yourself into bad situations. You've got to learn to look after yourself before you look after anyone else, or else you can't look after anyone. But anyway, that was a really harsh question to ask. Which film did you enjoy more, The Avengers or The Dark Knight Rises? I think The Dark Knight. As much as The Avengers. The Avengers was just pure fun, but The Dark Knight had a real dirty, gritty plot, and I really liked that in a movie. Who is your favourite EPL team, and will you be getting the next FIFA installment? EPL? English Premier League? Manchester United. Will you be getting the next FIFA installment? No, I haven't played a FIFA game since FIFA 99. Ron Damons asks, "Does it still bother you how Lampard's goal against Germany in the World Cup was not called? In my opinion, they should start relying on goal technology to prevent those grave mistakes." It kind of bothers me, yes, because it did fuck up the game. But I think I'm in the minority when I say I don't want goal line technology. It's football to me has always been such a pure game. Ball goes out of play, you grab it, you throw it in. The referee figures out how much time there is, added on. The referee calls it as he sees it. There's no fucking stupid, you have to stop the game for a few minutes to see whether or not the ball went over the line, or... I just don't like the idea of technology. You can put like a guy behind the goal like they've been doing, and they've actually had a really, really good... It's worked really well for them when they put a guy behind the goal to see if it goes in or not. But I don't want any type of goal line technology. It's just, it messes the game up, I feel. And also England won a World Cup because of... because they called a goal that wasn't really in, so I guess our only claim to fame in national football kind of wouldn't be there, and Germany had have an extra World Cup. Do you watch club football? If so, what club do you support? Please don't say Manchester United. I support Manchester United, but I'm not a glory hound. I'm not a glory supporter. It's how I was brought up, and I feel I deserve to be able to support United. My dad supported United through thick and thin, through the relegation, through the 70s and 80s, and my mum supported Liverpool. In fact, all of the girls in my family were brought up to be Liverpool supporters, and all the men were United supporters. But my mum was obviously a glory hound because she started supporting them in the 80s when they were really big. But my dad was just one of those guys who just kept chugging along, and as I was brought up, it was always, you're a United fan, and I loved it. It was great. Let's see. How are you so awesome, Shane? Well, I get up in the morning, I kind of come to my chair, and I'm like, my dressing gown, like, get on and just start being awesome. I'm not like Describe your perfect woman. Tell you what, a perfect woman for me tends not to be a looks thing. It's more of a personality thing. Because I'm really into intelligent chicks. Like, you have no idea. Like, something up there can really just turn you on. So I guess my perfect woman would be a woman who can hold an intellectual conversation with me and at the same time be fun and stuff, and definitely can't be smarter than me. That's the problem, because I don't like being outsmarted. I like being the best, even though I'm not in most cases. But as far as looks go, I've always been like this with women. As long as you're okay and you're not absolutely decrepit and disgustingly morbidly obese, you're okay. You know, I don't discriminate because of looks. I discriminate because of your brain. So yeah. Do you have Left 4 Dead 2? Nope. And if you did, would you do it with 2 subscribers as the other players? Probably not. I'd probably do it with my friends, because I don't know, just random people. You've got to have some sort of connection, especially if it's a 4-player game, you know, or else it's going to be awkward. And I mean, when I play with my friends, I always, tell them off, for being shit. If it's a skill game like League of Legends, like if they're doing something really bad, it's like, stop doing that, I'm fucking gonna get you. Yeah. Shane, what's your favourite food? I know it's weird, but it's a question. It's not a weird question. That got flagged as spam for some reason. Favourite food? Curries. I love enchiladas at the moment. Just good old fish and chips. A kebab. Ooh, there's loads of things that I really love. Jacob's cream crackers with just a bunch of butter. Guys, I've just started my fucking diet. What am I doing? I'm not even going to talk about that anymore. No one's sexy as Kamari. That's so true. If you could pick any character, video game, anime, comic book, etc., to mentor you, who would it be and why? Well, I don't know, because you're covering a broad spectrum there. Because comic book, Batman, anime, something around about Goku. He trained Oob. Video game, Auron. You could be like his underling. You could be Auron's underling. So that's about it. But Batman for comic books. Will you play Slenderman? I think so. I think I will. I saw your Pokemon Black and White 2 video. What would you do to the creator of that game? Buy him a drink. Because Pokemon Trading Card Game 2 is a game I've been looking for years, but it's never been translated. It's such a good game. I love the Pokemon Trading Card game. Would you ever do a Yami on Dual Network and put it on YouTube? Of course I would. It's just Aaron doesn't want to because he doesn't like getting smashed. Like, he'll only play scrubs and he'll play decks that you need to side deck against. That's just the way he's always been, At the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments, he'd never play fun games. He'd always have his deck, and I know he cheated. I know it. I can guarantee it. He used to make sure his deck was in the right order and stuff, and be able to shuffle it back. I know his secrets. I used to really shuffle his deck before we played. And I think I actually beat him in more tournaments than he beat me, if I can remember correctly. I think I have more wins over him than he has over me. Do you or Yami have a job? Nope, we're doing this right now. The whole YouTube thing. What cam do you use to make vid on Final Fantasy? How do I get it from my TV, you mean? That's Pinnacle Studio. I haven't used it in a while. And Dazzle Capture Card. It's pretty good. A great video. What was your most serious injury? I've never really had an injury, ever. I've never... Although, at one point, I was taking these pills. They were really, really, really powerful sedatives. And if I didn't take them, I got really bad withdrawal symptoms. I just feel sick and shit. Really just heavily vomiting. And I'd been up the night before. I hadn't been to sleep. And I was with this chick. And I went to hers. And I was just like, I'm going to start throwing up if I don't take this pill now. I'll just take this pill. And I'll just, I'll just stay awake. I take the pill. And before I know it, I'm like, oh, God. And I don't know what it was. I think I was painting. I was helping them paint. And the fumes must have got to me or something. Or maybe the pills were that powerful. But I went and just kind of fell down and collapsed on the lawn and went to sleep. That was fine, Just went to sleep on the lawn. And I can vaguely remember waking up and walking towards the chick, but she was sitting on this bench in her garden, and I walk up to her, and I don't have any memory of this anymore. I just woke up in the hospital, but apparently I walked up to her and went face first into the into the bench and smashed my mouth open. And apparently, I hit my head. And they were like, oh my god, what the fuck's going on? And I got up, I started laughing at myself, like, haha, how did that happen? And I went, again. I did the exact same thing twice in a row. And I remember waking up, throwing up a lot. And then pretty much walking out the hospital with my sister, like, pretty much carrying me. That's probably my most serious injury. It was just like blood pouring out of my mouth. That I've never had broken bones or anything. I'm working on an outline for classes due tomorrow. Have you ever procrastinated on a major assignment? If so, what was the outcome? Yeah, not exactly a major assignment, but it was last year for my because I had to do high school education again. Well, I never did it in the first place, and instead of doing coursework now, you have to actually do it in exam conditions, and they allow you to take a a plan in, which pretty much you get to write down a few things, and I didn't do the plan, and I was like, oh, I could do this. And I went in, my brain just went. I've never experienced anything like that before. It was amazing to, everything just went. So I don't do that anymore. Getting a phone call from someone. I'm going to decline it. Who the fuck would that be? All right. Let's see. What the fuck is that? Oh, I got a text message, everyone. Let's see what it is. What? You missed a call from me on this thingy on August. This is a free call alert from O2. Fuck you, O2. Okay. Shane, how did you and Aaron meet? I've said this a few times. Basically, Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, one more thing. When you mine gold, smelt them into bars and turn them into tools. They can be used on any tool. So you can have like a gold pickaxe. Just something for you to try in the next Minecraft playthrough. Cheers from Texas. Wow, that's a long ways away, Texas is. Shane, do you plan on getting a new computer? You rock. No, not right now. My computer's pretty good. Do you talk to any of Aaron's friends from Xbox like Landon? I don't. I've actually talked to Landon. Well, we've exchanged a couple of, highs and stuff. I've talked to I've been in a game with Like Butter, and I kind of didn't even say anything because, yeah. Yeah. Is that a Neo jacket hanging on your door in the background? Oh dear God. Yep. It's a trench coat. I bought it when I was 18, when I was with that chick from the worst weekend ever. Yeah, she had a trench, and she was like, oh my god, this will be great. And I honestly loved that thing. I absolutely adored that thing. I haven't wore it in years, probably since I was like 20 years old. And I look back and I'm like, oh my god, Shane, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Oh dear. What Pokemon walkthrough are you doing next? It's going to be Heart Gold. Hello Shane, what would you do if you found out Yamimush was a mentally unstable murderer and threatened you with a banana? I'd have no problem because bananas can fucking hurt me. Can fucking hurt me? Can't fucking hurt me. Hello from Texas, Shane. Alright. What's your favourite type of Pokemon? Steel. And I get what you mean when you listen to a type of music if you listen to it. Yeah, you just like music, you know? It's music. Will you play Final Fantasy 13? No. No! I've played it. It's not good. Actually, I'm being really harsh there. If you play it for about 8 hours and get to the point where you can do all the quests, then it's kind of fun. But you have to play for 8 hours. Oh, and will you play Final Fantasy 13 too? Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. No, no, no. No, not 13 too. Shane, are you going to do a Pokemon Black and White 2 Nuzlocke? You and Aaron should do it, but the opposite games see a difference. It's probably going to happen, yeah. Shane, have you ever masturbated to porn? Yes. Name the person who said this. Dad, get off me! Paul King. I really want to play you sometime soon, Shane. I'd imagine that's at Dueling Network. Well, just hit me up. I'm Arrow. I'm usually on random times. Just say hi, and I usually get to play as many people as I can. Sometimes I'll be there for hours just because people want to play, and you know I'll give someone a best 2 out of 3, and you know I'm not like a snob. I'll say hi to you. Shane, do you like school? What's your favourite subject and the subject you're good at and the subject you hate? School? I'm 25 years old, guy. But when I was at school, I was a massive science geek. I love science. I love hearing like all of the stuff about science and all of that stuff. I adore science. I could just like anything to do with science, even physics, which is very maths based, and you know, it's wonderful. It's amazing. I was very, very good at physical education, like games and stuff, which is very strange because I was a big nerd, massive nerd. You know, I was that guy at school, that guy. You know, lowest in the food chain, everything. Get picked on all that shit. You know, if I could go back 10 years and give myself a slap, I would. The subject I hate, art. I hated art. It was the worst subject ever. I fucking hated it. And music, art and music, they were just, my brain doesn't do it. My brain does logic, my brain does science, it does all that stuff. Hey Shane, do you like living with Aaron? Love it. Will you play the new Kingdom Hearts? No. Shane, why are you such a boss? Because I am. Fap, come to the mash. Yeah. Hi Shane, I know you met my brother in Blackpool. Do you reckon you will ever stay around my brother's house, as it would be awesome to meet you? Who did I meet? Who are you, Puzzled Gunner? I don't know you. Like, I don't know who you are. I met lots of people in Blackpool. Is this Midge's brother? Absolutely comparing MMA to professional wrestling is idiotic. It is. It's it bothers me when people say stuff like, don't watch WWE, watch UFC, because they are completely different things. I mean, I watch both. And they both have completely different things. I just think people... I think wrestling's kind of like Santa and the Easter Bunny. It's like you start watching when you're young and you think it's real, and then when someone breaks it to you that it's not real, you're like, you feel a bit hurt inside, and then people have this thing where it's like, it's not real, you shouldn't like that, and it's kind of like a stigma that you don't ever want to, you know. I know so many people who like wrestling but never say it because it's it's almost like saying you like Justin Bieber. Even though WrestleMania like sells out stadiums like more than the Super Bowl would, you know, it's still a very small, quiet, select group of people who like it, even though it's massively popular. It's amazing, you know. Are you a virgin? Fuck no. I've had sex more times than I've fucking... I don't know. I've had sex more times than I've gone drinking. That's probably like 10 times that many. I've had a lot of sex. Leave me alone. For the next Pokemon game, will you do Emerald? No, I'm doing Heart Gold, then I'll do Emerald. No, I'll do Ruby, not Emerald. Wrestling was awesome, now it sucks. The storylines are so ridiculous and make no sense. What do you mean they make no sense now? They made no sense back in the 90s. I mean, The Undertaker was dead and, like, leading people to kill Stone Cold Steve Austin. They fucking crucified Stone Cold Steve Austin. How? It makes no sense ever. It's wrestling. Just take your brain out of your head and enjoy. That's what I do. I just suspend disbelief, brain out, and put it in a jar or something. You'll be good. Anyway, whiskey or vodka? Vodka. Don't like whiskey. It's disgusting. Shane, will you ever play Gears 3 on Xbox or like Modern Warfare 3? Probably not. Top video, Shane. Thank you. Will you answer this question, please? No. Have you and Aaron been to the gym lately? I went earlier on today because I feel like shit about my body, and I almost threw up. I could barely walk home. My legs were like shaking. It was horrible. But I'll be going every day. I'm gonna eat properly. Probably won't see any cooking with Yami Mash unless it's something nice and good for me for a while. I love these question videos. I love my space too. I love to be alone. My question, how old are you? I'm 25 years old. Have you had sex? Oh yeah. Out of curiosity, how much money does someone such as Aaron make off his YouTube videos? He has an increasingly large subscriber base and I notice many ads on all of his videos. So I thought it'd be interesting to know. Also, with yourself having 1,000 subs, do you make any money off your channel? Firstly, I'm not partnered and I don't. I'm getting fucking someone texting me like mad. It's fucking insane, man. I'm busy. I got offered partnership when I hit about 1,000 subs by, I can't remember who it was, but I got offered partnership and I turned them down because if I'm going to be partnered, I want to be partnered with the people that Aaron's partnered with, because I kind of just, I'd like to see, I don't want to be with a small company, so I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to grind myself up to that point. How much does someone such as Aaron make off his YouTube videos? I'm not going to give his numbers away, but I would say the average CPM, which is money per 1,000 views, this is before anything's taken off. It's about $2 per 1,000 views. It's not much at all. It really isn't. Aaron scraped by. In fact, he only scrapes by because, you know, me and him live together and we split the bills and stuff. So he makes a living-ish, but you've got to remember, he puts a lot of work into it, and he has a lot of subs. He has a lot of people watching his videos, and he doesn't get that much money off it. You can imagine how much Google make off the ad revenue. What the hell is a live stream? Basically, I play a game, and it's live, and it's streamed. Do you like kangaroos? Yes. Can you do a bandit? Yes. Do you think you could do a DayZ series with Yami Mash with both of your gameplays on the screen along with Facecam? Yeah, we're going to do that at some point. That looks like fun. Will you play Majora's Mask next? Probably not next, but I'm going to do it at some point. What's your favourite monster, magic, spell, trap, fusion, card in Yu-Gi-Oh? Serpent Knight Dragon. I have 150-ish in secret rare from the Magic Ruler set, signed from people. I wonder if it's around here. I'm so sure I had it a little while back. Oh, that's a shame. I can't find it. Whatever. What would happen if you awoke to find Aaron surgically removing your genitalia in order to create a hybrid mash penis? probably get up and kill him. I watched a movie actually. It was called Hard Candy, and this chick was like removing this guy's balls while he was awake because he was trying to sleep with her and he thought she was 14 or something. And she turned out to be some fucking creepy bitch, and she fucking tied him up and shit, and then tortured him for like an hour. It was the most horrible movie I've ever watched. I was like, the guy's a paedophile, yeah, and I felt bad for him. I felt, what's he done that's so bad? What's he done that's so bad that he his balls. Seriously, I mean, fuck. At the end, he hung himself, and I was like, horrible. Will you play Minecraft multiplayer with me? I don't really know how to. Maybe some point, but I don't really play Minecraft, unless I'm recording. And last one. Do you have any idea when you might play Kingdom Hearts? I have no clue. I have no clue if I'll ever do it. Alright guys, I've done it. I've completed the questions. Leave more questions in the comments below, and I might just answer them because I do a lot. Bye bye.